We are back with more action from the MLD Season 6 season opener here on Turtle Goal Thursday, live on Twitch.tv. Nana J and Kendo Slice here for the second of our three matchups today. We are staying with the Platinum League theme. This time it is an Arctic Division matchup, the Wolves versus the Puffins. And Kendo, I know you were doing some research on this one ahead of time. What do you got for us to start here?
Well, I didn't get too much on the Puffins, so I know absolutely nothing about them. I'm sorry. But I do know Alpha, Omega, and Symbol of the Wolves were very frequent users of the four-man system, and they were, I would say, above average players statistically in the four-man system. So I look to them to have an extremely good game.
All right. I will, you know what, we've had them sitting in here for a couple of minutes here. We'll get them started right now and get this one straight to the action, because nothing tells us more about a team than how they play on stream. I'll just send this one out to the teams. You want to just pull a ballpark Kendo prediction out for this one while I do so?
Ballpark Kendo prediction, the chances are we'll be wrong, but Wolves 4-1.
All right. Notice is out to the teams. Wolves are taking their spot. They are met by the Puffins. Desktop audio is on. You guys will have game sound for the first 30 seconds. I didn't miss the hockey this time. Match number 2 here, Puffins and the Wolves kicking off right now.
Symbol will get a nice 50 off that face-off. Alpha Omega will push it into the Puffins corner. Nice second touch. He has a chance at a third touch. Almost gets it around, just a little bit wide. He's maintaining possession and pressure. But the clear will go to Steve-O. Steve-O bumps Symbol out of the way. Gets another touch on it. And a nice aggressive play is your first goal of the game.
First 15 seconds or so buckled down in their own end. Alpha, Omega, and Steve-O both going for that one, but it's Steve-O who recovers first as he's pointing towards the ball. Alpha, Omega back towards his own net, and the Puffins will strike first here in Game 1.
Faced off win to the Puffins. This will go into the Wolf zone. Double miss, and Waffles now puts it off the top bar down, and it will stay out. Symbol misses, Waffles, and Alpha Omega is there to make the clear. Steve-O will keep the pressure on in the corner. Symbol now will take it out into the Puffins zone as Waffles will interfere. Waffles throws himself at the ball there, and Alpha Omega will clear. Steve-O able to get it under Alpha Omega, and Symbol will pick up the ball. Nice little challenge by Waffles there. It stays in the Puffins corner. And now, it was an open net opportunity. Steve-O took it to the corner rather than on the net. Symbol will clear, not quite to the side, and it's a neutral ball situation in the middle. Alpha Omega puts the ball up, and Steve-O is forced to make a save. Symbol in the corner with Waffles. And Waffles gets a 50 that will be taken. Now Symbol will get it past Steve-O. This looks like it might go. Yes, it will.
Just finds a way past and catches that bottom corner here. It's a 50-50 here, but that front flip by Steve-O actually wasn't a 50-50. It was a late touch by Steve-O. It actually turns into an own goal, and I'm not sure how that happened there. The front flip, though, pulled him a little bit too far to the side, and he's not able to get the 50-50 on that one. Flips into it again, and the front of his hitbox touches it. It had a blue trail going in, but just no challenge there by the Puffins defense.
Symbol will retain the pressure here for the Wolves, and this is an open net opportunity. He's able to put it in.
Play off of kickoffs, so important here. Waffles coming out to challenge that one, but gets too far out before he takes off. As he goes up, has to angle his car backwards to play the ball, and unfortunately pushes it into his own corner. There's nobody there to be able to recover on defense, and Symbol puts it in.
Kickoff will go the way of the Wolves after a little bit of a neutral push. Alpha Omega gets challenged by Waffles. This is going to go back to the Wolves end. Symbol, nice pickup. Will maintain possession. Ooh, and Steve-O comes in, is able to put the ball into the corner. Alpha Omega, nice little aerial touch. Symbol also able to touch it. If there was a third man there, that would have been a good touch, but now it's an open net the other way, and Alpha Omega's able to get a big save.
And unfortunately, the Puffins out of boost now after both of them commit to that one. It's Alpha Omega to Symbol with an open net, and that's 3-1 just past halftime.
And just as you said, sometimes the open net, you miss one, and goes back the other way. Immediately.
The problem wasn't so much missing the open net. It's committing both players upfield with no boost.
Absolutely. The overcommit was lethal there. Keeping in mind, it's always twos. Here we go. And now, Waffles will hit the ball into the Wolves' corner. Pushes the ball up. This is going to be just over the net. Steve-O in the other corner. Pushes it towards the middle. Alpha Omega is able to push out. It's a little weak touch. This is going to fall in.
Really deceptive little touch there. Steve-O doing a really good job with that touch. Puts it right between both Wolves players. Forces Alpha Omega, who's actually behind Symbol, to make a play on that ball. It's not a strong one, and Waffles just able to get enough on it to float it above and under the crossbar to cut that lead back down to 1.
Face off will go to the Puffins, but Symbol will take possession. Steve-O, a little bit of a mistouch. He's going to be jostling for position with Symbol. Alpha Omega now. This will be towards center. Steve-O with a very nice clear there. This will go to the Wolves' corner. Pushes it up towards Symbol, who is able to make enough of a delay. Now a big save by Symbol as Steve-O, and a pressure gives in as the Wolves unable to keep the stops going.
Smart touch by Waffles there. Doesn't try to just shoot that on net. Just a little chip. Put it back into a trouble spot between the Wolves players. Let their instincts take over. Everyone's first instinct. Try to hit that ball when it's in front of you. You know it's in front of your net. You know you have to touch it. And by not getting that touch, because you're working off of instincts, it sets you up to try and make the finish count.
The ball is headed towards the net. Waffles had a very nice shot on. Oh, and he misses it high after the little bit of a clear there. Now, Symbol on his way back. Big bump by Steve-O to knock him off of possession. Alpha Omega will hit it out of the middle. This is going to drop towards center. Big demo. Symbol is there. He misses. And Alpha Omega mistouch will go to a Steve-O clear.
Big missed opportunity for the Wolves on that one. The demo was set up really well. The finish needed to be on there because there's nobody left for the Puffins to be able to defend that one, and the Wolves going to regret that one if they don't win this game.
Big 50-50 win by Symbol. Waffles is able to come in and make a big clear. Now Symbol puts it towards net. Waffles, big save. Steve-O needs to get this ball out, puts it up. And Alpha Omega is there to stop the ball. A no boost on his way back, and Alpha Omega is able to beat him 4-3 for the Wolves.
Really good pick there by Alpha Omega. Catches both Puffins in line with each other, and that is enough to be able to get an open net back the other way and take the lead here with 21 seconds left on the clock. The Wolves with a grip on game 1.
We have 4-3, 17 seconds. These Puffins need to do something very quickly, and no possession there is not advisable. Steve-O, this ball is up. Waffles! Ooh, Alpha Omega is able to get a little bit of a 3 seconds left. Symbol in possession of the ball, just needs to put the ball down, and he does. The Wolves will win game 1.
Really good play by the Wolves here. It's a close game. Both teams with a lot of opportunities. Look at the shots by the Puffins. 10 shots at the start of this one here on this series, and the conversion rate looking like they want a little bit more out of that one. I think Waffles especially, 2 goals on 8 shots, not the greatest conversion rate if you're looking to win a game there, as they concede 8 back the other way, but half of those finding their way in.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, it was an extremely good defensive battle on both sides. There was a lot of interchanging of possession, and the physical battle for possession was actually very intriguing, very different from the match that we saw before today.
Yeah, the previous match with the Hurricanes and the Wizards, a lot of a tentativeness in that first game. Both of these teams actually just going for it very early on. as they tried very, very hard to put the goals in and put them in early. And just a big difference in the scoring. We saw 3 goals late in game 1 of our first series, 7 of them here, all spread out throughout the second series here.
Yes. Let's see. Looks like we're waiting at the moment. Are we missing someone?
No, just messaging the teams now. I think they were waiting. They were waiting very patiently for my signal, just letting them know they don't have to wait for games 2 through 5. We're good to go. It's just on the pregame.
You gotta love it. We got the rookies in here in the Platte League. So now, game 2, Alpha Omega will push it to the side, getting challenged there. He's now up on the wall. That's towards the net. That will go off the back wall and out. Steve-O, nice clear. Steve-O brings it into the Wolves' corner. Big save by Symbol, who will make a nice 50 challenge. This is going to get mistouched. Waffles able to put it on net. 1-0.
I'm not a fan of this play by Alpha Omega. I'm not sure if this is intentional as a drop pass, as he kills that ball straight in front of his net. If he's expecting Symbol to play that ball, Symbol has to be further up and aggressive to that drop pass. If it's unintentional, then he has to communicate that he's missed that early enough that Symbol doesn't have to come out and try and challenge for that one, and instead can play the shot because you know it's coming with the ball in that area.
Alpha Omega clearing the ball out after a very dangerous touch in the danger zone. This ball is in the Puffins corner. Symbol up on the wall, touches it down. Waffles with the clear out, a little bit of a weak touch, but Steve-O is there. Waffles pushes it back towards the Wolves' end. This is way up. Alpha Omega centers it off the wall for Symbol. Symbol takes possession. He's up on the wall now. The ball will go to Steve-O, who will clear. Now, a mistouched by Alpha Omega, and Steve-O will take the ball all the way down.
The difficulty with the plank car, and this is, or Ascensio, so I think if I'm right, it's similar to the Batmobile. It's been a long time since I've seen Ascensio in play here. But the problem with that low hitbox is that you have to make sure that when you get sideways to a ball, that you're aligned in a correct way to win that 50-50. Alpha Omega just drifts a little bit out and leaves that opening for Steve-O to make the shot.
He definitely felt side flip, man. Waffles up in air. Steve-O is there. What a play by the Puffins. And they come out of this game firing.
Off the backboard and into the net, straight out of free play, and gets demoed for his efforts right on the goal line to add some Michael Bay finish to that one. The Puffins racing out to a 3-0 lead here. We'll see if they can keep pouring it on and channel their inner Hurricanes from last series, lose the first one close, and then just start pouring it on in the second game.
Alpha Omega, that's a boomer. Bar down and out. Steve-O makes a clear, but Alpha Omega is there to compete with it. Symbol now. Waffles, a little bit of a mistouch, but he has possession still. Gets it by both Wolves. And Steve-O, oh man, very close to being towards the net. Waffles comes around. Symbol takes it up the wall. Ball will drop to Alpha Omega, who will take it up the wall in the corner. Symbol making a quick turn, although Steve-O has an opportunity, he misses. Ball goes up off the backboard. Now Steve-O takes possession. Alpha Omega with a big demo there. Symbol and Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega will clear it into the Puffins' end. Steve-O, nice little touch to the corner. Extra touch by Waffles. Now Steve-O will be chasing the ball into the Wolves' corner. Steve-O puts it up. Waffles is a little bit too far forward. They're bumping into each other. Alpha Omega, this is up. That might be on. Waffles comes across with a big save.
Had to make it. Steve-O out of boost, out of options, just flailing at that ball in front of his net. Big up from his teammate there to keep that out, but the pressure isn't off yet as the Wolves continue looking for a way back into this game.
Waffles with another save as Steve-O, gets demoed by Symbol. Alpha Omega has a chance to take his time. Mistouch. This is going to be touched by Waffles and in.
A little bit too much time given to this ball in the corner. You see Alpha Omega not able to read that correctly on the roll. Gets hit off the flat part of that hitbox, rolls straight out at an angle, and Waffles finishing that one off 4-0 here. The Wolves have to be writing this one off and looking for Game 3 at this point.
The face-off, kind of neutral at the moment. Both teams struggling to take possession. Now the Puffins, definitive possession here. Steve-O with a chance to center. This is going to be towards net. An amazing shot. Gets it over both defenders.
Very cheeky shot. I love this play by Steve-O. Knows that the defenders are going to be in a spot a little bit back from that one. Doesn't have to try and drive into that full tilt. Didn't even have any boost to work with in the first place. Just chip it up and over. Get the defense to react. And if it's on target, it's on target and it's in the net.
Now we are 5-0. And this is, as you said, looking a lot like the Hurricanes game from last series. Steve-O will put this up off the backboard. Nice back pass to Waffles. I'm not sure Waffles was expecting that. Symbol will clear. Try to maintain possession. Steve-O's there to challenge. Waffles will be coming in. This is going to go up off the backboard. Waffles is there for a second time. Just barely misses. Steve-O retains it into the corner. Now he's got a chance to put it towards the net, and a little bit of a mistouch there. Symbol drops it. Now he has possession. Waffles interferes. Puts it back into the Wolves' end. Alpha Omega following the ball down. Steve-O giving him a little bit of time. Alpha Omega puts it towards the net, and there's the goal for the Wolves.
One back on the board here. Steve-O driving backwards, and I always say, nothing good ever happens when you drive backwards in Rocket League. Can't play the ball effectively, just pops it up, drops it for Alpha Omega on the angle, finds the inside near post, and gets one on the board here for the Wolves. Nothing short of consolation at the moment. They still try to look forward here for Game 3.
This ball headed towards the net. Steve-O puts it on. 1 goal away.
I wouldn't mind a trip to South America right now. It is cold, both on this Manfield snowy pitch and up here in Canada. So that, again, you talk about the face-off goals, you have to either be in a position to play that reactively when it comes into your corner, or you have to be aggressive to that ball and not lose a face-off into your own corner.
30 seconds left to make the dream come true for the Puffins. Steve-O will take the ball into the corner. Puts it just up over, and now it goes here. Oh, it goes into the other corner. Waffles now. This is going to be headed towards net, and a little bit of touch. It goes off to the side. Alpha Omega now. He's rushing. I'm not sure if he has boost to boost it back. He could have beat everybody. 6-1, and Game 2 will go to the Puffins.
More shades of our previous Platinum League match, Kendo, as one team takes a loss on the chin, comes back, just starts dropping on the offense. 9 shots for the Puffins, again, almost close to their 10 from Game 1. But this time they make a lot more of them count.
Absolutely. Waffles, I believe he is at 7 saves so far. Didn't he have 4 in that first game?
Someone will have to check the VOD or the stats after we update them.
I might just be going through a brain fart, but he has been absolutely solid in net. That's one thing that I've noticed for him and for the Puffins.
I was wondering what smelled funny in the booth.
The defensive rotation's been absolutely incredible.
Yeah, the Puffins very good that last game. It's probably a little bit unlucky to have lost Game 1 in the fashion that they did, but they need to keep it up, and they need to keep the offense pressuring on the Wolves, because it seems like when it's in their end, Alpha Omega just a little bit unsure of himself with the hitbox coming out of his corner, and that's leading to a couple of big opportunities for the Puffins.
So here we are, game number 3. I'm a little sour I didn't get to go to South America in my first cast here on the MLE. But, you know, day's not over. Steve-O is able to put the ball up. It's in the danger zone, but to no avail now. Here's a clear for Symbol. A little bit of a missed touch. Waffles comes in. He's pushing the ball. It is on the backboard. Waffles. Oh, Symbol comes across. Makes a big save.
Needed to make that save. Waffles looking for that top corner with the touch. Really good aggressive play to cover that top of the net by the Wolves. They finally find a way out of their zone, but not for very long.
Steve-O pushes it past Alpha Omega now. Big clear by Waffles. Symbol Gets it just over Steve-O. He still has, almost has possession. Still following the ball into the Puffins corner. Steve-O gets it up over 1. Waffles will push it back into the Wolves zone. The Wolves. Waffles, this is going to be up. This is going to be center. Symbol's able to interfere with it. He's going to clear it back to his corner. Alpha Omega. Not quite a quick transition back, but a transition nonetheless. Steve-O's touch almost puts it towards his own goal. Symbol, this is center. Alpha Omega is there. 1-0 for the Wolves.
Puffins get caught a little bit here as Steve-O goes for the boost and then goes up the backboard. If you do that, you have to play that ball before it comes across the face of goal, because if it does and it falls into frame, your teammate either has to be there or has to be aggressively playing that ball anyway, and neither one of them make contact. It just falls right into the open net for the Wolves to finish off.
Waffles now. A little bit of a clear. Symbol, this is going to be up over the backboard. Steve-O, missed touch. Alpha Omega coming in. That goes up off the backboard. Waffles is there to touch it, but that might be ill-advised. Big save by Waffles! And Steve-O is able to clear it away. Waffles with another nice little touch. He's going to try to maintain possession, pushing into the Wolves zone. And he will get out. Now the Wolves trying to counter push. They get a little bit in each other's way. Alpha Omega puts it into the Puffins corner. This is center. Symbol has a chance. Up off the top bar and down and out. Now Steve-O. A little bit of a clear. Alpha will push it where Waffles will now clear it back in. Now Steve-O. Oh, big 50-50. Will be picked up by the Wolves. Alpha pushes it towards the net. Waffles is able to make the clear. Symbol. This has a chance, but cleared once again by the Puffins.
Both teams right now kind of giving away possession a little bit in their haste to try and get the ball upfield. It's leading to a lot of these back and forths, but ultimately the ball not really leaving the Puffins' end because those touches aren't kept in control by one team for any real length of time.
Waffles is able to interfere with the ball in the corner. Symbol has a chance to center. Little bit of a misplay as Waffles tries to float it over Alpha. Alpha's trying to retain there. Steve-O, 50-50, almost gets it by. And Symbol pushes it back into the Puffins' end. Waffles able to push the ball now. Steve-O takes possession in the Wolves' corner. This is up in the air, backboard. Ball falls down to Waffles, who's put it top upper 90. Very nice, well done.
Alpha Omega doing the right play, going up to try and play that off the backboard, but unfortunately not enough power to clear it away. Falls into frame, Symbol frozen in net, and Waffles goes up over the top into the 90 and ties this game at 1.
Waffles wins the face-off there. Now Steve-O with an opportunity. Doesn't quite have the handle on it just yet. Beats Alpha into the corner. Alpha following the ball there. Waffles is able to push it away. Symbol keeping the ball on the side. Steve-O comes in. Now it's a one-on-one situation as Alpha is unable to, or Alpha sees the ball go by him. Now a little bit of a interesting challenge there. Steve-O has the ball in the Wolves' corner. Symbol is going to start pushing back. Waffles takes possession real quickly. And Alpha Omega swoops in to steal possession once again. 1-1, 30 seconds left. The pressure is slowly mounting now for both these teams. Someone needs to get a productive possession here. Who do you think's going to do it, Jay?
The team that grabs the boost pads first and maintains their boost for the longer period of time. And honestly, I have a lead-in for that. Watching both of these teams right now, they're struggling to play the ball effectively because they're going ball first before grabbing boost. Even 3 or 4 pads in their rotation to play the next ball will lead them to a much stronger touch and help them maintain possession to try and generate more offensive chances.
Well, here we are in overtime. The first overtime that we've had in this series, I believe.
In this series, yes.
Let's see. Waffles with a nice shot. Symbol is there for the save. Waffles giving him a Oh, a nice little dribble by Symbol. Takes it to the corner. Waffles is there on defense. An extra little touch. Will he maintain? No. This will be cleared back towards the Puffins end. Steve-O stops it. Now he's going to try to take possession. Nice little push. Waffles is up. Symbol is able to get the 50-50. This almost goes in. He still has an opportunity. Big bump by Waffles on the back end of that. And this could still go either way. Alpha Omega puts it in. 2-1 win.
This whole sequence of play boils down to what I talked about on the lead-in to the overtime. The team that manages their boost better will probably win the game. It's Alpha Omega who comes up with the boost at the end of that sequence and is able to win that ball out of the corner after Symbol gets the challenge in the center. Puffins handcuffed and completely hamstrung by their inability to pick up boost pads in their rotations, and no one could get it clear effectively in the last 30 seconds of that overtime.
Whew. It just seemed like they were all playing without boost. As you said, in your assessment, it's like who could ever retain their boost the best towards the end would be able to pull that one out. And really...
Let's be honest. Boost management is one of the toughest things to learn. But once you learn it and you understand how to path yourself on the pitch to hit 1, 2, 3 pads every time that you're using a little bit of boost, you keep yourself topped up and you give yourself the biggest width of options to play the ball as a result.
Absolutely. But in the words of my friend Achieves, boost is a crutch. Anyway...
I was trying to come up with some response. I knew the meme was coming. I just didn't have anything handy right then and there.
Absolutely. Achieves is my guy. And the first goal will go to the Wolves. A quick answer.
You see Steve-O and Waffles both there almost inside the opposition box with that one clear off the backboard hard upfield. And that's the death of teams in a 2v2 environment. When you push both of your players into the offensive third, one big clear is all it takes to put you both retreating at full tilt.
Alpha Omega now pushes the ball into the Puffins end. Steve-O up on the wall. Waffles is up quite a bit. Big bump on Symbol. And Steve-O's able to put it in. Very nice aggressive play.
Calculated. Waffles looking like he might have disconnected. Waits for the defense to come back. Bumps Symbol into next week and opens up a lane for Steve-O to just pull that one into the bottom far post and tie this game up inside the first minute.
Nice 50-50 off the face-off. That almost goes in. Waffles unable to finish it. Alpha Omega clears it to the side. Mistouch by Symbol. But no Puffins there to capitalize on it. This ball is up. Steve-O is up. Alpha Omega pushes it to the side. Symbol running the ball back. Centers the ball. Alpha is not quite there for the opportunity, but a very nice center. Waffles in the Wolves' corner, continuing to push the ball. Nice 50-50 as Alpha is able to get the big clear. We have an overcommit now. An opportunity. Symbol brings it into the corner. And a big clear by Waffles.
The Puffins right now, they're looking for a defensive demo coming back. I'll talk about this a little bit after this goal, because they don't pay for it on this one. Waffles with a great touch upfield, forces Alpha Omega into a poor defensive touch, going towards his net, has to backflip to try and play it, and gets no power right to Steve-O to finish that off. But my original point, Steve-O on the rotation back is coming back, chasing down the ball carrier. And this is putting his teammate Waffles in a situation where he has to decide if he leaves the play for Steve-O or tries to challenge the ball and risk hitting his own teammate and committing them both to the same corner.
Now, the pizza, the pizza? Did I just say pizza? Excuse me.
I think you said the pizza.
The pizza. Well, we'll leave that alone for now. Although we could talk about that. We'll save that for the pod. Never mind. Anyway, 2:50 left on the clock. The Puffins 2, the Wolves 1. Ball is in the Wolves' corner. Magic recovery from that. Steve-O pushing the ball towards the danger zone. Symbol's able to clear that ball out. Symbol gets interfered with by Steve-O. Steve-O almost gets the interception there. Waffles. Oh, a little bit of a double commit by the Puffins. This ball will go to Symbol. Symbol pushing it into the Puffins corner. Has a chance to center it, but Waffles will clear it away. Alpha. Mistouch. This is going to go back towards the Wolves' end. Steve-O. This is up. Waffles is up. This is falling down. Steve-O the extra touch. 3-1 for the Puffins.
Should have been the first goal, but Waffles doesn't read the flight of the ball correctly, just gets up a little early, tries to air roll into it, and puts it back down right into Steve-O, who gets the doink over top of the defense. They get it in, but that one almost ending in disaster, because if that doesn't come off for them on that immediate shot, you've committed both players on the offensive play and left the ball hanging for the Wolves to clear and try and tie it up.
So 2 minutes left, a 2-goal lead, most dangerous goal lead, and I can't even talk right now. Steve-O, nice little flick.
Wolves' aggressive kickoff, but nobody wins the 50-50 challenge there, and Steve-O just drives it home. A little bit of a flick on the air roll, trying to get it upfield, but no Wolves player able to recover in time. The Puffins stake themselves to a 4-1 here, trying to tie the series in Game 4.
Now, ball falling down. Symbol almost gets a nice little touch on it. Steve-O will clear it into Alpha. This ball is in the side. Alpha gets the boost, but Waffles is able to clear it to the Wolves' corner. Steve-O coming in hot there as he's able to push it. The 50-50 will go to the possession of Waffles, who will push it back to the corner. Corner-to-corner ping-pong. Steve-O pushes the ball up. And Symbol now. A little bit of tentative touches. I'm not sure they know. This might be on net, off the bar. Quite the 50-50 there, as now the ball traveling back to the Wolves' end. Steve-O pushing it towards center. Waffles not quite there for the center. Alpha, a little bit of a touch to clear. This is a nice touch to Symbol. Steve-O comes in with a big clear. Alpha pushes it. Steve-O will push it back into the Wolves' corner. The pressure unrelenting for the Puffins. As this ball is center, Waffles, Alpha is forced to make a save. Steve-O pushes it back to Symbol. Ball's in the middle. 50-50, Waffles. And Symbol retains the possession there. Pushes across. Waffles now. This is going to be center. And Symbol comes across. Alpha Omega in this corner. Pushes it towards Symbol. And that almost looked like he saved it.
He actually didn't save it. He ends up going for the greedy play. And it's funny because the Puffins went for the greedy play back the other way. Up 4-1. They double commit on the offense. And the Wolves take it back the other way. Somehow find a way to put it off the post with nobody for the Sky Blue Puffins anywhere close to their net on that one. But, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered, let's be honest, Kendo. It was 4-1 at that point. But if you go back and extrapolate that over a longer game, chances like that are going to happen every game, regardless of if you're already down 4-1 and there's 10 seconds left. You have to make those count. Every single time.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. And to be honest, this last game, as we're going into game 5 with the 2-2 series, it's going to be a lot about the possession right now. Who's going to control the ball? Who is going to finish off this game? And it's up for grabs. We've seen both teams do a good job of controlling the ball. Both teams do a good job of maintaining pressure. I'm going to be interested to see who wins this game 5.
The one thing for me that both teams aren't doing well, and I touched on it throughout the series, is the boost management. I think the first team to really settle down and start paying attention to their boost and where they can find those pads on the field between the 100% globes might find themselves a little bit more success here and take the series.
Oh, Waffles almost put in his net. We've been talking about own goals quite a bit today for some reason. Let's see, this ball is going to go towards the Wolves' end. Waffles is there. Symbol almost. He's able to make a big save on Stevo, who is there to finish. Now the ball open net the other way. Alpha's up to get around it. This ball's centered. Not done yet. Stevo will clear it away. Symbol. Oh, misses the touch. Alpha is able to clear it to his corner. Maintaining possession. 50 by Waffles. And this is going to go center. Stevo makes the big finish there.
Gets it on full stretch here. A huge 50-50 between that flat plank hitbox and the Octane. You know all kinds of crazy things happen when you get a ball stuck inside a really tight angle. And the plank versus the Octane makes so many hitboxes like that, where you have these little gaps that the ball just comes flying out of. And unfortunately for the Wolves, I believe it was Symbol who just couldn't read that bounce effectively, came out and left the angle.
Okay, we have 3:45 left on the clock. Alpha now will take possession. Getting around the ball, Waffles is able to... Stevo pushes the ball. Weak touch goes to Symbol. Waffles able to get a second touch on it. This is a nice pass to Waffles. Can Stevo finish it? Just overcommits a little bit. Stevo trying to interfere with Alpha's touches in the corner. Waffles, nice clear now. Symbol puts it back to Waffles, who retains it there in the corner. Alpha will now push out. This ball is going towards center, mistouched by both. Ball in the center still. Changing possession a little bit back and forth. Tiny bit of ping pong that we got going on here. Alpha with a touch. Stevo will keep it in the corner. This is center. Waffles was a little bit out of position, but he's still able to put something on it. Not quite there. It's off to the side. Symbol pushing back. Lofts it up over Waffles. No, not quite. Waffles able to deflect it. Hits it up off the top bar. Off the backboard.
Boost management, Kendo. Had Symbol had a little bit more boost, even 25 instead of the 14 he had going in for that play, would have been able to recover with 4 wheels on the ground, boost into that ball, and get it past the defense. Instead, there is no goal on that one, and we still stay here at 1-0 with about halfway left in the game.
I'm half surprised that chat hasn't made a boost management, voice management meme for me by now, to be honest. But, 2 minutes left, as you said. Stevo with the 50-50. We have Symbol. Symbol will take possession. Pushes it towards Waffles, who will interfere. Alpha puts it into the blue corner. Waffles with a clear. Both teams seem to very content to make clears right now. Not really any possession, as we saw earlier in the day. Or earlier in the game, excuse me. Now, Stevo. Oh, Symbol will come in. Interfere with the ball there. With Waffles. Not Whiffles, Waffles. We have a lot of wah going on here. Symbol with the ball. In the middle. Pushes it back into the Puffins' end. This is going to go over Waffles. Alpha unable to make the play. Stevo pushes it across.
Big play here for the Puffins. They're hanging on to this 1-0 lead, but those Wolves circling at the moment, trying to find a way to starve them out of boost. Another pickup in the offensive corner by Alpha Omega, leaving Stevo trying to find a couple pads to get the clear.
Stevo has a chance to pass to Waffles. Doesn't quite take it. The bump, though, is being put on by Waffles for Stevo. This is going to go towards the net. Off the top bar! Alpha Omega pushing the ball back. 24 seconds left. A flip up. Does not do anything. This is a race back. Trying to save the ball. No panic by Alpha, who puts it out to the side.
No real pressure from Waffles, who'd gone up, pre-jumping, trying to freestyle the block. Steve-O is going to ice this one from distance, though, as the Wolves scrambling to get the ball upfield. Alpha Omega losing control, and Steve-O, I talked about it, you have to try and keep control of that ball. When you flip it away from you like that, your opponents have first touch on it, and Steve-O making them pay, putting the Puffins up by 2 with 5 to go.
It's almost a not like this moment because of the overcommit there. And now with 0 seconds left, we will see the Puffins, the Smingwins, win their first series of the first week of minor league doubles action. That was an extremely well-contested game.
It was a good series for both teams. It had a lot of everything on both sides of it. I feel like the Puffins fair winners for it. They carried the bulk of the offense for the majority of the series. A little unlucky in game 1 to make more of that count. But once they started to get those goals in, they started to settle down a bit on their rotations. They gutted out the 3-2 series win and find themselves in the driver's seat so far in the Arctic Division.
And the thing that stood apart for me, though, I would say, is the Puffins on their defensive rotation. It seemed like when the Wolves actually had a legitimate opportunity that was about to go in, there was somebody from the Puffin squad that was in between the ball and the goal. And they made a significant amount of saves in that series. And I thought that when you rotate well enough to make that many saves in that tightly a contested matchup, that usually ends up being the rubber in that 3-2 matchup. And we saw that right there.
Yeah, I think the key really was which team had better ball control. I felt the Puffins had a little bit more of an edge in that department, and a lot of that came down to the way that Alpha Omega tended to roll the ball off of his car and out of reach of himself to play the follow-up on the ball. You'll see that a lot with the Platinum League teams as they still are trying to get used to just kind of bringing down the ball with a single touch and keeping it in close proximity to you, especially with the plank hitbox type, with the Sentio, the Batmobile. Those type of cars thrive on having the ball in very close, enclosed spaces to themselves, where that flick power from that hitbox comes in handy.
Absolutely. So, up next, we are going to have our third game. And if I remember right, we have the Bears and the Rhinos. We are going to get our first Champions League matchup on stream tonight. I'm looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Remember, guys, any of the plays that you loved from that last match, find the clip of it, make sure you get it, tweet it to @MLDoubles with a hashtag MLDPOTW, and get your favorite plays nominated for the Play of the Week presented by Balls Guarana. We will see what you guys come up with at the end of this weekend, see what makes the cut as we put together everything. Remember, guys, case of balls to the winner of the MLD Play of the Week every single week throughout the entire season. A big thanks to our friends at Balls Guarana for the sponsorship for that. And another big shout out to our friends at Arctic for their sponsorship on the season. Check out our giveaway. I think the link is in our Twitter, might be tagged as the pinned tweet on our Twitter account. If it's not, start at Cathexis MLD in the chat and complain to him as to why it's not. We're going to take a quick break. I might be slating out of here in place of everybody's favorite albino Curtis, lurking somewhere in the wings. See if we can track him down. Shouldn't be hard. He stands out in pretty much every room color except beige, and we'll get you guys the first ever Champion League match here on the MLD Twitch channel. Stay with us, guys. We'll be right back.